So, we have new stages added onto this, was it Legendary Raging Battle, Z I think it's called. Now these are the hard version. I have got a video showing the normal version, which we got last week. Now obviously these ones are pre-recorded, these clips here. I will say, they were definitely a little more challenging than the normal ones, which I'm happy with, but I guess the small complaint I do have is heavily focused on having some of these new units, which I guess, well, yes and no in a way. So, for example, in this one here, this first fight was fairly easy. Now, I did bring Red Gogeta, which to me helped out throughout all these stages. You don't necessarily need him, but he's such a big help. Now, another thing as well I should mention is with all these stages, you have to have at least one character, I would say fully arts boosted, because you do need it. Otherwise, if your units aren't, I think it's, the first one's level 30, grade level 30 on your arts boost. If they're not up to that level, they get a debuff. So if you make sure, you know, like I said, Red Gogeta for me was perfect because I hadn't done anyway, max arts boosted. But if you at least have one red unit, or actually probably a red unit, because the last stage you definitely need a red unit. So if you have a good red unit, I don't know who else I'd pick other than Gogeta, but as long as they're fully arts boosted, you should be fine. Now, to get these challenges done, it is a little bit trickier. So as you can see, this one took me 2 attempts just because I failed in the first one. But basically, the trick you want to do, or maybe not trick, but style, I guess you want to play the game to do this, is the character they give you. Because as you can see, you know, for all these, I pretty much bring Red Gogeta for my own. But they do give you a few characters to bring. So I think this one here, yeah, it's the Goku and Vegeta here. So you want to use the one they give you, right? So for two reasons, right? One of them is the unit they give you is heavily boosted, right? So it's basically like a Zenkai boosted for that character, like massive, right? So doing that obviously makes the fight a lot easier, but using the characters they give you makes the missions a lot easier as well. So like I said, the stages themselves weren't too bad, like they weren't too hard. It was just getting the challenges done all in one run. That's because obviously with my videos I try and get everything done as quickly as possible and effective as possible. So for these sort of events, it's a lot harder to get every single mission done, you know, doing it this way. As you can see there, it's like land 15 attacks of Goku, land 15 attacks of Vegeta. You know, another one there that I missed 2 special moves of Goku. So you got to try and remember, you know, oh, did I do 15 attacks of Goku, or did I do it with Vegeta? So some of these do take about probably 2 attempts. You can get done in 1 attempt if you're lucky, or if you remember counting. But usually with them, I just try to aim for at least one character. So I'll count, for example, in my head, 15 attacks of Vegeta, so I know at least I got that one done. You know, so I don't have to do the event 3 times in a regular mission's done. So it is tedious to do, but it's not necessarily hard. So basically, the only reason I bring Red Gogeta, well, like specifically, is how good he can tank and stuff like that. Cover, you know, pretty much if you get one shot, he can obviously heal back up a little bit before he dies again. So it is definitely good to bring him. Now, the bad, well, not bad thing, but you can't bring the new Goku and Vegeta because, you know, in the deployment conditions, you have to actually bring, just bring anyone else but Goku and Vegeta. So that's why, as you can see, I can't there. Now this one here, this fight we're doing now, this Kid Buu one, I did bring Goku and Bardock for a specific reason, and that was because they have a really good ability when they get nearly KO'd. They have the invisibility mechanic. So having that, or invincible mechanic, sorry. So having that is really good for this fight because, for me, Kid Buu hit heavily hard. So having them there just sort of back you up just in case you need it is a huge help. So same thing with this one, but I didn't get it all done one attempt. After had to remember how many attacks I got, margin boost, stuff like that. So, like I said, it was definitely easier to do. It's just making sure you get all the missions done is a tedious part to do. So it does make it harder, the event, but it's not necessarily hard as in, oh my god, you need this character to do this event sort of thing. Like I said, you don't need Gogeta Blue, or you don't need Goku and Bardock. They do help out, obviously, but they're not a necessity to actually beat this event. As long as you have arts boosted units to help, so they don't get the debuff, you should be fine. Because as long as you use the boosted characters, well, the characters they give you, it's pretty easy. So this one here, the last fight here, I mean, I'll say this one was semi-difficult. same thing. The main thing that I was struggling with was making sure I got all the attacks in, because I kept forgetting. I had to keep checking here and there, which I think this part I don't slow it down. I think I play the full fight here just so you guys can see how to take it on. Now the one good tip I can give, massively help with this one, is as soon as you get rid of the 2 health bars for Kid Buu, use the LF straight away. Well, if you want to, depending. For me, I didn't use it straight away because I wanted to get as many hits with the Goku as possible. Because, yeah, again, for this one, for example, I was just mainly focused on Vegeta. So you'll see me use Vegeta a lot here, just to guarantee I got the 20 hits. So I know if I did fail with the Goku side, you know, I could go back and just focus on Goku getting the 20 hits. It also green cards as well, so you have to get a few green cards and use them with Vegeta, which is good, because obviously he draws more cards, so you can keep the combo going to get your hits up. So doing that is definitely the way to go. Now luckily, like I said, even though I wasn't counting for Goku, the attacks here, I did get the attacks needed to do the event. So as you can see, use a green card there for Vegeta, just to make sure. So I think you have to use 2 special skills of Vegeta, so 2 green cards for Vegeta. So fairly simple. Blue cards, I think I did use Vegeta at some stage. You don't need to. And you do actually have to land the LF as well, which I should have, forgot to mention as well. But like I said, once you do get rid of the 2 health bars, and you're on to obviously the green phase of the fight, his health bar, you can instantly just LF. Like, he'll just instantly one-shot. So, that's good little advice, good little tip to see. I mean, actually, someone did leave a comment on the old, well, not the old one, but the last video I did for the normal stages, letting me know about it. So thanks for letting me know about that. It was a lot easier to get this fight done. Cause actually I did the same. Well, you can do the same one with the Goku and Vegeta one, the blue Goku and Vegeta. I can't remember what was it, stage 2. I think it was stage 2. The same sort of thing. They just instantly one-shot the health bar. So yeah, that's what I did for that one. Yeah, actually, I probably should have mentioned that one. Probably should have sped that one up, but there's one where he has like 17 mil HP or something ridiculous. Was it 17 mil? There's one stage of where you have to use a Goku and Vegeta, and you just use the LF or the big special move from the charge up to see instantly one-shot the first phase of the fight. So, I mean, if you guys are struggling with that one, just let me know and I'll explain a little bit better. I probably should have slowed it down, but it was a semi-easy fight. But this one, like I said, was a bit harder. So, and with this Goku as well, obviously if we switch it, he can just instantly vanish out, you know, save you sort of thing. So that's why you have to be a little bit careful with him. I think he does it, is it 2 times he has that? Or 3 times, I can't remember how many times. But I will admit, this one did take me, I think, 4 or 5 attempts to get done. But as you see, this is why Gogeta Blue is really good for this phase of the fight, which is why I said at the start of the video, if you do have him and he's not arts boosted, I recommend arts boosting him fully, because he like massive help in this like phase of the fight here. So I think we do get Vegeta done here, I think roughly, and then we switch over to Goku at this point. I think we did. Now I can't remember exactly where we used the LF. I think it was very soon, yeah. So you'll see in a minute, he just instantly one-shots, so you don't have to worry about that at all. For the LF, as long as you obviously wait until his health bars are gone, then go for the LF. If you're a bit worried, like me, I didn't know if I was going to have the same amount of, 20 attacks with Goku in, so I sort of waited a little bit. So, as you can see here, instant LF, and he had still, like, what, over 10 mil HP, something ridiculous. So, it is an easy fight in a way, but I guess the missions do make it a lot harder to get done. Because, like, if I was to just to focus on doing the event, it'd be a lot easier. But knowing how to get the missions done for stuff like that, it does make it a bit harder to get done. By the way, I actually really love that title. It's probably one of the best ones so far for the anniversary, I'd say. So, yeah, that's all the missions done. All stages done fairly... I mean, it's fairly easy to a stage if you know the right strategy to take it on. So... I mean, not a lot of CC from this event. It was like, what, 300 CC? So maybe in total we got 500 or 600 CC throughout the whole event. But still, I like these events. It's fun, a little bit challenging. Yeah, we need more events like this. But if you guys do need more help, just leave a comment down below. And if you guys like this video and you want to see more, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you all in the next time.